everyone, welcome to another great episode of Good Morning Sri Lanka, and of course this is our cooking segment, and we have another chef here from Mount Lavinia, and he is Chef Christian Desandre. Good morning.
Good morning guys, how are you?
It's great to have you on the show.
Oh, that's a pleasure.
Now this is the first time on Sri Lankan television for you, is it?
That's true, it is.
Now you were born in Italy, you've lived in Australia, but now you're here working in Sri Lanka, and you're going to show us some beautiful Italian cuisine today.
Yes, today we're gonna make like a different way of to prepare gnocchi.
Okay.
We will have like a gnocchi base, but the gnocchi they will be filled with lobster and served with cherry tomato and some lobster bisque sauce.
Wow, so that sounds great. Now what's before we go into the dish,
Yes.
what's special about Italian cuisine? What makes it different?
The simple ingredients, I think it's pretty much in every single country. You're using your local ingredients. So in Italy we're famous for like tomatoes, basils, olive oil. So pretty much it's all natural ingredients.
Okay.
And today what we try is the same concept. We're gonna keep like very simple. Sauce is not elaborate at all. But it's still in the same time you have a lot of like flavors and.
So that's what Italian cuisine is all about.
That's
isn't
exactly
it?
right.
All right, so let's find out what the ingredients are for our dish
All right.
today.
To start the gnocchi, as everybody knows, we need some boiled potatoes.
Okay.
Pass it through the sieve, flours, egg, salt and pepper.
So that's what goes into the gnocchi.
We combine all together and we're getting like a soft mixture like this.
Okay.
Okay, whereas we made it a little bit early. Just
So
cut it
the
up.
amounts of flour and potato that you need, roughly how much would it be?
Pretty much we say on half a kilo of potato you can use between 150 to 200 grams of flour.
Okay, so that's the
It's all
proportion.
depend, exactly, it's all depend what kind of flour you're using and the humidity.
Okay, the humidity matters as well, does it?
Of course, because the flour when the potato they too humid, they will ask more flour together like a consistency. So you need to put more flour together like a dough consistency.
So after you have the gnocchi dough,
Exactly right. We're getting into stage where we have a soft dough. What we have to do basically, we're gonna shape it into raviolis and fill with lobster.
okay, so this is not something that happens usually, is it? Gnocchi dough used in ravioli.
We say on the modern style of Italian food, yes, we do.
Okay.
We do. Traditionally gnocchi, they becoming like this.
Okay.
So that's the traditional gnocchi, we say. That's the
I
traditional shape.
It's a filos.
Somebody can just shape it and whatever. This time what we're gonna do,
Always good to use a lot of flour to coat, dust everything.
exactly right, otherwise they're gonna stick together.
Okay. Okay. Not an exact science though, you can be a few millimeters off the mark.
Exactly right. Everybody, cooking is an expression. It's not you have to follow everything. So after that we mold it into shapes like this.
So the round shape is the traditional ravioli shape.
Ravioli shape, exactly.
All right. What's the important things you should remember when it comes to making this, especially the dough?
I will suggest it's better if you don't work with hot potatoes, because
Okay.
hot potatoes they will ask for more flour.
Okay, okay. So
That's
let it cool to room temperature?
Best thing is to cook the potato a day before, day in advance, so you will have a cold potato and that is better.
And you get good gnocchi dough.
Yeah. Now do we have our base? We're getting ready with the filling.
All right. So let's see what goes into the filling.
So I will say we're getting the lobster medallion. We're putting in the middle of the potato dough. We're seasoning a little bit. Try always to remember not to season it too much because the seafood can release a little bit of the saltiness.
Okay.
We're taking another potato dough and we cover up.
Quite simple, isn't it?
Italian food is about simpleness.
Simplicity. All right then.
Here we go. If you
So do you have to make sure that it's sealed on the side there?
Exactly right. That's what I want to say. If in this case you see there are a little bit like no seal, this happening maybe because it's too much flour or anything. We're taking a little bit of water.
And that should give you back the perfect ravioli.
Squeeze it, and we reshape it.
Right. So is this the traditional ravioli shape?
We say ravioli can have a lot of different shapes.
Okay.
They can be half moon. They can be like this.
Okay.
So it's like a half moon. Or you can shape it as you like. It can be square, can be round.
Again, use your imagination.
Exactly right. Use your imagination.
Okay.
So now, are we getting to this point?
Yes.
It's time to cook the gnocchi.
Okay.
So gently, with a spoon, putting in a boiling water. If you're using cold water, by the time the water gets into the boiling point, the potato they're absorbing too much water, and they will dissolve.
Yes. Make sure that your water is boiling.
Yes, and salt.
Before you, and salty.
Of course, because you need to give a little bit of flavor to that as well.
Definitely.
In the meantime, we're cooking the gnocchi. It's time to prepare the sauce. Olive oil.
Olive oil is a staple in Italy, isn't it?
It's a must.
Yes.
Otherwise, we are not Italians.
So, if it's Italian cooking that you're looking into, make sure that you have good quality olive oil.
Exactly right.
Okay.
Exactly right.
And to that?
To that, we're adding some cherry tomatoes.
A lot of the Italian sauces are tomato based, aren't they?
Yes, because tomato is a really natural vegetable in Italy, and it grows pretty much everywhere.
Okay.
So that's why it's really easy. Like we're using a lot of tomato, eggplants, because that's the classic vegetables like you can find around everywhere.
Okay. So our cherry tomatoes are on the pan, and what we're going to add next?
Next, we add a little bit of the lobster bisque. Lobster bisque is made by the lobster shells.
Okay.
So we're keeping the same flavor. We're recalling the flavor from the inside of the gnocchi.
So what do you have to do? You have to cook down lobster shells?
Lobster shell, to make a lobster bisque, they're gonna be toasted in the oven until they come in. I don't want to burn it, but they're gonna release a lot of strong shell flavor.
Okay.
After that, we're gonna make as a soup. So we're gonna add some vegetables as a carrots, celeries, and onions. We extracting the flavor, like letting boil for at least 2-3 hours, and after that, it's gonna be passed through a sieve. We get in our plate.
So we have our dish. We're about to present the ravioli with the.
At this stage, you can notice the raviolis they're floating. So that means they are cooked. The gnocchi, when they floating, that means they are cooked. Gently, we're gonna spoon them out and put it in our saute pan.
So this is a different type of Italian cuisine from, I guess, what our viewers are used to, just pizza or spaghetti or fettuccine.
We don't have
like
only that in Italy.
Yes, exactly. They do have other things in Italy, and
believe me, we do have some different. Alright, a little bit of presentation. We're taking this sauce.
Okay.
We just do it like this, and we're just going to shape it.
Chef artistry involved here.
Nah.
Is this something you have to practice, Chef? No.
Someday I have to learn it if I want to keep my job. Like this. So, much easier.
Okay, place our beautiful ravioli on the plate.
Like this.
And of course the sauce. So what do you recommend? This for lunch or for dinner?
More for lunch.
Okay.
For lunch with a nice glass of white wine, a chilled white wine, maybe two.
Maybe two, depending on how hard you work to make the ravioli.
Right.
And there we go. It's beautiful.
Yeah, as Italians do it, they always finish with a little bit of olive oil.
So we should do that too.
Yeah, why not? And there you go, your plate.
It's beautiful.
Simple.
Looks like art on a plate.
There you go.
And the name of this dish is?
Stuffed ravioli with lobster meat.
Right. It's a beautiful Italian dish made for us by Chef Christian.
Enjoy.
Now, what do you think are the main tips that our viewers should remember when it comes to preparing this dish?
I would say before, like the important thing is the temperature of the potatoes.
Okay.
It has to be cold, otherwise you need to use a lot of flour. There's nothing wrong to use a lot of flour, but when you heat your gnocchi, the dough is coming a little bit too gummy.
Okay.
They're not gonna be soft. And try to use more fresh ingredients you can. That's the simplicity.
Fresh lobster, anything like that.
Fresh lobster, fresh tomatoes, olive oil. Simple.
And
Keep
then
it
you have a
simple.
beautiful Italian dish.
Simple as that.
Italian cooking is really quite simple, isn't it?
It
And
is,
if you have the
it
right
is.
ingredients, you
It
can
is.
go about doing it.
It is. We say like now it's becoming a little bit like revisited, like it's gonna be changed for new like modern cuisine, but like in the end Italian cuisine is all like simplicity. It's all based on the freshness of the ingredients. It's nothing complicated.
I see. So that's how we got this beautiful dish here today. So thank you so much,
No
Chef
problem.
Christian.
Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy it.
Definitely, and it's a pleasure having you on the show. So there you go, a beautiful Italian dish prepared for you this morning on Good Morning Sri Lanka. That's it from me, Amaya. I'll hand you over to the next segment. Till then, take care.